What's up, guys? I've actually been asked to do this video multiple times in the comments, so I thought I would actually do it. A lot of people have asked setup for this car, suspension, engine. All the time I get the question, so I thought I may as well just do a video explaining the whole car with my pointy stick. Alright, so 1988 Cefiro. I've had this car since 2009. I'm the only owner in Australia. I bought it from an import yard that already had it in stock, fresh off the boat. Body wise, factory colour, flared guards, stock Series 3 rear bumper, Ortec skirts and Ortec front bar, Series 3 grille. Left the projector headlights because the square ones are too expensive. It actually started life in Japan as a RB20 NA Auto with high CAS. I purchased it with a 20 DET swap already in it with a manual, and someone had swapped the rear subframe so it doesn't have high CAS anymore. This car really needs paint. There's a lot of different colours on this car. Paint coming off everywhere. Guards are pretty shagged. This side's the worst. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but this pillar and rear quarter is like sandpaper. It's got a lot of belt slap action going on. Here's probably the worst. Hopefully that can pick up the color difference between all these panels. I will paint it one day. Not anytime soon, no. Series 2 or 3 tail lights, I can't remember. The Series 1 ones are ugly, so I swapped them out. A roof wing, factory weather shields, and that's about it body wise. I don't like big body kits or anything like that, so, and I like the sort of 90s, early 2000s style cars, so that's what I've tried to stick with. The cars pretty much look like this since I've got it. I don't change much looks wise. That's why a lot of people know the car, because it's sort of never changed. So yeah, that's the outside. Right, now interior. So this steering wheel and seat have been with me for pushing 15 years now. I just keep moving it from car to car, so it's got like sort of sentimental value. 350 deep corn, Bride bricks, not sure what model. 33 passenger seat, and my mum actually did the center console. Thanks, mum. S14 gear knob, Defi DIN slot gauges, G-ready boost gauge. It's got a weld-in half cage with a Cusco bolt-in crossbar. I've never been a fan of stripped out cars, so this cage was made to keep full interior, door cards, rear seat, carpet, everything. You can't really sit in the back anymore, but I just hate the look of stripped out cars. One very cool thing this car still has, well, apart from the original Rego sticker, is that if you pop down the sun visor, it has all the original specs. So as you can see, it was a 20 DE auto with high CAS, so it now has absolutely none of that stuff still in it. So that's the interior. It's pretty basic like the rest of the car. This whole car is very, very basic. So probably one of my favorite things on this whole car are the rear wheels. Now I got these before the whole price boom on these things. They're actually really good sizes, 17 by 9.5 plus 12 Panasports on the rear, and I actually got them super cheap. This car's had a lot of sets of wheels on it. I've had 15s, 16s, 17s and 18s. I reckon over 15 sets of wheels this car's had, but it's gonna stay like this. I like them mismatched to stick with the sort of late 90s, early 2000s style cars. The front wheels are 17 by 9 plus 5 SSR Gartmeyers, which it's not the factory size, they've been widened, but they look pretty gross. and they're a perfect fit on the front. It's actually got a 4 and 5 stud setup, so all I have to do is swap the hubs, and the brakes are already drilled, and I can literally swap to 4 stud wheels. It's got 32 4-pots and 2 pots on the back. Alright, suspension wise in the back, I'm not going to lay under the car. It's got a CAS 411 2-way, JIC coilovers all round, which have been in the car since I got it. It's like the first thing I put in this car, and they're still going strong after 10 years. JIC upper camber arms, stock LCAs, rear toe arms, the Driftworks. Again, very, very basic. Run an alignment to fit the wheels, because that's all that matters. Doesn't really matter how it handles, as long as it looks good. In the front, it has first gen Driftworks drop knuckles. I think they're a 40mm drop spindle. Kazama caster rods and Kazama tie rods and ends. That's it in the front. Again, very, very basic. Right, I think everyone's favourite part of this car is the engine bay and the engine setup. I really love G-ready stuff, so I've tried to keep it G-ready everything. So T67 25G with an 8cm rear housing on a G-ready manifold, which is not surprisingly cracked at the moment. G-ready radiator, G-ready plenum, Tomei fuel rail, top feed 1000s, these, which everyone loves, RB20 red top rocker covers, Trust oil cooler, which I actually got when I was in Japan, and I took this back in my luggage, dripping oil all over my clothes. Apexy intercooler. So this is actually a 25, but with HKS RB20 cams, 20 ECU, 20 loom, all 20 sensors and all that stuff. So it's a non-VCT running all 20 stuff on it. Looks like a 20. Made the 25, the swap from RB20 to 25 very, very easy. Literally drop it in, turn the key, and off you go. Power wise, the most it's made is 320, 22 pound I believe it was, but the engine's pretty tired these days, so it's on, I think it was left on about 280 kilowatts. Goes grouse. Never had a problem with this $500 engine, surprisingly. All it's got is ARP head studs from my RB20, so I've reused them 3 or 4 times now. Engine, again, very, very basic. Gearbox wise, R33 5-speed, that's again very tired, keeps popping out of gears. 1-piece tail shaft. That's about it. A lot of people think this car is like very, very extreme. It's a very, very mild car compared to what people build nowadays. It was, pretty crazy 8 years ago, but yeah, not these days. But it's still a street car. Drive it as much as I can. That's about it. I don't think I could ever bring myself to sell this car, so I think I'm stuck with it for life. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave you with some sounds that this thing makes, which are very, very good.